Alright, we're playing some Oops. The Discord is asking me for Oops, not just Sway, like everyone. Uh, so yeah, we're doing the thing. And yeah, it looks like we're all good to set up. I'm gonna put music on for myself and mute it on here, and then have this VOD on YouTube later. The camera's going a little wonky. Yeah, let's focus a little more. Whatever. Fucking care about camera shit, but anyway, yeah, we're back for a little bit of Legacy. So, music. Quieter music. And just make sure the audio levels are fine. I think it's fine. Tell me if you can't hear, but we're gonna start the games. Pairing at least. Also, if you guys can hear the music, please tell me, because it's gonna fucking mute my YouTube VOD if I try to upload it, so I'll just shut off the music if I have to. Like, it looks like it's picking up on the music, which worries me. Quieter. If I mute the... There's no way of fucking for me to tell if it's showing music unless I go on my Twitch on like my iPad, but like I don't really want to start to play background doubling audio. Alright, we have queued up. That's good news. What, 4-1 last league, with losing to a bullshit pile. I need anything other than what I was listening to. Is anyone in chat that could tell me? Hey, Sway. If you could tell me if you can hear the music, that would be appreciated, because I'm going to try to put this on YouTube, and if it has music, they're going to mute my audio. I don't normally stream with music, or I don't normally upload to YouTube afterward, but I'd like to upload this, so hey. Let me know if you can hear the music. Ideally you guys aren't hearing the music, because if you are, I have to shut it off, and that's frustrating. It's really quiet, but like, if you're hearing it, YouTube will hear it, and then YouTube will mute the video, including my audio. Keep. Don't play something that beats this hand. That's so far fine. Goblin, you're dead. Good game, good matchup. That's a bit of a sad draw, but like, it literally doesn't matter. Alright, they've conceded. They don't even want to see my deck. That's kind of them. So here's a weird one about Goblins. They play all sorts of hate that I don't like facing. Like, their hate is very diverse. I usually don't sideboard a whole ton for it. Just because sometimes they'll have nothing, sometimes they'll have a lot. Like, it could be anything from Ravenous Trap to Mindbreak to Surgical to Macabre to Cage to Relic. Like, and like usually like 4 or 5 pieces. It could be ley lines, but that's more rare. Like, I think one breaker is safe. I'm gonna cut a yeah, that one. This hand's, like, not great, but also, like, fine. So, like, I'm gonna maul this, but, like, there's arguments to keep these weird hands, because, like, this hand might be able to beat a hate piece, and can also beat, like, a mind break quite easily. I'm gonna maul, though. I'm gonna keep this one and bottom to Narco. It's a slower hand, but it's, like, fine. I get to therapy them for mind break, and then play this around mind break, probably. They mull to 4. I might be therapying... Actually, I don't even need a therapy mind break. I probably therapy surgical here. Never mind. Okay, that's fine. Your deck's slow. Don't play lackey into, So do I name Muxus? No, okay, that's not lackey. Okay. That's actually not horrendous. I feel like I bottom or get rid of the spy, because this is easier to just hard cast. Or cast into. Interesting. I think that's fine. Not sure I'm playing out the land yet. I'm gonna name... I probably shouldn't have cast this, honestly. I'm gonna name... I shouldn't have cast this, is the real answer, but, Mind Break, because it's the card that kills me. It doesn't even kill me, though. I can play around it so easily. The name Relic of Virginis. That also feels wrong. They would have played that. I don't really think it matters what I name. I shouldn't have cast this, is the problem. What the fuck could they have? Like Muxus? I'm gonna name Muxus. They wouldn't have kept the Muxus, though. I'm gonna name Goblin... what's the tutor called? Do I actually have to look this up? Goblin... I just looked up Goblin into Google, and that was funny. I have to put MTG or something, and then look for, like, what the Goblin card is called. Fuck me. I could name Crater Maker. That card's not really played, though. Oh, it's Matron, right? I think it's Matron. I just should not have cast this therapy as the answer. They have a port. Well, I'm definitely not playing the land out, then. I'll play this out. I think I cast the Undercity next turn. No, that seems wrong. I want to try to draw Petals, so... I'm going to wait to draw mana to cast it. Yeah, like, that's really good. So, I think I cast it, and then we're like... Yeah, I think I cast it. Now we're Petal off killing, or... Yeah. Or Summer's Pact plus a mana. No attack, perfect. I mean, I'd rather attack, but, like... Rather than attacking at my blocker would be nice. I'll Thoughtseize them here. There's the Matron card I was scared of. So, I think I take Matron. I just don't think that Muxus is being cast anytime soon. So I think we're sitting here. And I don't think they're going to get a Lackey in unless they can kill this thing, which the Matron was going to find something to kill it. That's not fun. I mean, it's fine, though. It's so slow. Okay. I think I hold on to that. No, I think I play it out. We get really got by Reb if we go for the other line. But if they're gonna keep playing out their cards like they should. I wonder what they port here. You have to port green, but like... You port green, right? Yeah. I could cast that. I'm going to, but... This could be a long game. They're kind of far off doing anything, though. I guess if they get another land, they might just slam the Muxus, which would be kind of terrifying. We'd probably lose if they slam the Muxus. We draw something that does something. We're looking for either Summer's Pact, Foundation Breaker, or the Lotus Petal to win. That wins. Good game. Classic Hardcast Oracle. That wins. Good game. They're like, what the fuck? We know your hand, opponent. You're dead. What the fuck? Oh no! Love those wins. Look at their chat. Never seen them done like that before. Oh, that's straight into screenshot mode. Fuck you, Goblins. Oh god, I love oops. I love oops so much. Never seen it done like that before. Good one. Alright, I'm gonna like write down what I'm playing against as I usually do. And I'm gonna put this on stream. Yeah, at least he was a good swear. I thought he was gonna start swearing like aggressively. Like I thought he was gonna be like salty about that one. 2 serious Goblins. Fire draw. Yeah, fire draw. I mean, we were like looking for like, we had what, like 7, we had 8 cards that win us the game on the spot, and we just like had taken a lot of draw steps at that point. Opponent's 4-0, and our hand kills on turn 1. Does it kill with, it does not kill with therapy backup unless we draw a black card. I don't know this opponent, but I feel like they have a result recently because I think I heard of the username. So, nope, they haven't had a result since 2015, never mind. Or 2018. Last seen on Reanimator in 2018. Before that, they were playing, I mean, it's been like, that's 3 years, but like, control decks. I mean, they're 4-0, it could be Reanimator. The new route to the Pro Tour? I support paper play. I like the idea of paper play. I don't like playing paper as much as I used to personally, but it doesn't really affect me all that much because I don't really aspire to be on the Pro Tour all that much. It was something when I was younger, I was like, yeah, I'll go do that like one day or if I get good, but like now I just don't really care as much as I used to as a Delver. Oh, it's just Delver. That's why they're 4-0. That makes a lot of sense. But like, I'm happy that it's returned paper. I really did not like playing. I did not like the idea of qualifying for a PT and having to play on fucking Arena. So I'm happy for others, and I'm happy for just kind of everything, I guess. I don't know. I'll try to get them to use a daze here, I think. What if we hit Dark Rit? No, we only have 1 black source. I mean, we could still hit Dark Rit and Therapy this turn first. But that feels worse than just going for it. Is it worse than just going for it? Therapy, Force of Will. We can play around Daze if we... I think we just go for it. We didn't come here to not go for it. I'm gonna again play into Daze here. Yes, thank you. Okay. I also want them to try to force this if they have a force. Because I don't want them to force this. But we're just going to win now. So this is Delver. Likely. Please let me see your hand to make sure you're Delver and not the other thing. Sneak. I'm bringing in Breaker and Swarms regardless of what they are. They're our biggest deck is the answer. I think they might be Sneak, but like I usually bring this in against Delver anyway these days just because of the 1 cage that keeps getting me. So, and this is like not great against Sneak, but it's good if they're on the Omnitel plan of Sneak. No sideboard like that. Just to clarify, none of you guys are hearing my music, right? I've asked this a few times, but no one's responded to me. Red chorus here too. That's cool. Yeah, you snap keep this all day. It's like 1 mana short of Swarm into kill, but like, I think I'll pedal into Swarm on this hand, and not play land out probably. Okay, were you guys hearing my music or not? Because I don't want to put this song on, especially if you guys are hearing my music. Not like it's embarrassing, but it's just like, it has words in it. Harry Prostate. That's a hilarious name. Thanks for the follow. No, you can't hear your music. Okay, great. I'm trying to like not make sure there's no music on this because I'm trying to put it on YouTube afterward. So awkward. So I think I do play out this land now because I'm trying to resolve this Swarm off paying for days, and I think I'd rather pay for days off of a land than a Spirit Guide, even if I get Wastelanded here, because they have to counter this. They don't have to counter this apparently. I mean, now we're 1 mana off winning. They could waste less end on us here, then we're 3 off winning, or 2 off winning, but the worst case is they bolt us and waste less land us would be the worst case scenario. Oh, fuck you. That's a really odd play, but sure, I should have played out the pedal, I guess. A little mistakenly of me, I guess. It's a weird play from them. I guess they kind of have to, but like, it's poor of me to not have played it out, I guess. I just never thought of, oh, surgical pedal. I'm still Dark Red off winning then. Not ideal for me, though. If I don't find Dark Red, I'd like to hit a land drop here so I can play this Cantor route. Yeah, I'm still tired of this song anyway. That was, just, oh, they had the Wasteland. So that's, like, pretty much worst case scenario there. Found a pack that does fucking nothing. No Regimen in this deck, and I wouldn't block it anyway. Just put some fear in their eyes, even though they know my hand. This is not winning. So I had the worst case scenario for us there, which was get rid of something out of our hand, or essentially, and then have a Wasteland. Or basically have a Wasteland and also cut ourselves out of Black Source. And us not drawing lands is very bad for us here, especially like drawing dead cards, like not even mana of any sort. I had the bolt, so that's also not great, but like it's not super concerning because we're like far off still. The little bit of a bad part here is we don't have... I don't really want to discard a Spy because they can surgical it. That's fine. I doubt I'm winning this game, but like that probably... Oh, they just found a cage too. That's good to know about though. So now we are going to discard a Spy. We might still be able to win this game if they have very little. It's unlikely, but like if we take a lot of draw steps and they don't have like a fluster or something, it's possible. That's really bad for us. I'm gonna discard that one, so if I draw a Chrome Mox, it's more alive for our stuff. Like we're dead to surgical regardless here, so I'm just like playing on the... Okay, drawing more of these is very sad. I'm also going to discard that one. Like, if they surgical, I lose either way. Force of Will is, like, not good for us, but it's, like, we're going to have to beat something or another. It's Delver. I don't think I'm winning this game anymore, but, like, drawing a few more manas would help. Why are you fetching? Don't fetch the other one, opponent. Just fetch one, yeah. We need a bit more time, so hopefully I don't have Murktide here. I have Murktide here. It's pretty bad for us. Black land? I'm on 3, I'm on 1 life. Lose. I should have discarded this then, but it's really quite irrelevant. I had to draw because that's tapped now. Yeah, I don't think that's enough to kill, right? It's definitely not that I discard the counter, but okay. Good to know. I'm gonna keep the boarding the way it was. I still like swarms even on the play. They have to have bolt. So we keep this. We're weak to Wasteland. We're like 1 mana short, we're weak to Wasteland. I'm still gonna keep. And I'm gonna Thoughtseize on 1 too. Also pretty weak to Cage. Oh, I guess we Thoughtseize the Cage unless they top deck it. It's Surgical. We beat Surgical, so we take Daze. Take Daze, I think, because we want them to... we can't really play around Daze here. I think we take Daze, and then... It's better because of the blue card, too. I think we take Daze. We hope they don't top deck Wasteland now. Not top deck Wasteland. They did top deck Ponder, however. It's less than ideal. Maybe I was supposed to take the Surgical, but like... I feel more confident being Surgical than Daze plus Force if they draw it. They shuffle or not? Chose to shuffle. That's slightly good news. That's awful for us. Like, actually awful. Because now they're gonna Wasteland me. Not gonna Wasteland me. Interesting. And they're casting their blue card. Happy about that. We're dead to Daze and thing, but they get 2 looks. I have to go. I just have to go here. I do not think I get the luxury of waiting. Oh, they found a Force. And a Delver? They found a Force and a Delver. Yeah, with my... I mean... I guess. So they found blue card and a Force. That's pretty unfortunate. If I'd taken the Surgical, I could have... I still couldn't paid for Daze there, so it doesn't really help. And I have 2 bolts, so I'm like very close to dead. Welp, I'm 1 black source away from winning this game, so that's something. But I have 1 turn to draw the black source, and it cannot be it can be a shock. No, it can't be a shock. Oh wait, no, I don't have a... I'm not 1 black source, it was 2 mana off. I needed a dark right there. They have 2 bolts to clarify, right? That's 3 of their... 3 of their bunch there. I miscounted, but it's okay. And it was relevant, basically. Like, they didn't bolt me twice, and then I proceed to die. They also, I guess, could have Surgical in response, but then I just kill it. No. Anyway, we're dead here. We kept a slower hand and did not get rewarded for it. Like, there's argument to all that. I know Faulted would probably have kept that, but, like, and I don't generally, but I did today, so that's cool. Happens. Dollar. Faulted keeps those hands more than I do. I kept it. I think it was fine, but slow and kind of risky. Alright, round 3, here we go. Stompy 45. I forget what this player plays. This is a legacy. This is not a god counter. This is like a real person. Like a... I mean, all these people are real, but they're like, some of them aren't online players as much as the others. This isn't like a high result player, but it's like a player still. Let's see. Lots of standard. Lots of standard. Basically no legacy. Yeah, like no legacy at all results. Go to 4. Yeah, I go to 3 on this one. I'm gonna lose this game, but like... yeah, that's the best bunch I can keep. That 4 was not better than this 3. Let's just put it that way. Maybe they're playing something I can beat. Lands? Well, not game 1. I'm not winning game 1 unless they're on Mulch. Please be on Mulch. Please be on Mulch. We're not playing that out. We could win this game still. It is a deck that I can beat. They are on Mulch. Thank God. Thank freaking God we can win this game. Get them to wasteland that? Sure, that seems fine. This plays worse against Chromox, but like... Here's the reality. We have a lot of time right now to play around Crop Rod if they're on that. You know, like if they have Crop Rod in hand, and I'm gonna play, probably not gonna play around it, but like this might be a Mulda 3 that we win on the play. It's so fucking cold here. Got a heat blanket on and I'm still shivering. Come on, opponent, like, plays faster. There can't be that much complication in this deck. They play Loam. They just Loam, wasteland me, keep going. I don't know. I think I'm going when I find, considering there's 2 packs at the bottom of my deck, I think I just go as soon as I find a black source to go with. Like, I can't just sit here and wait for them to draw better than me. If they have their 2 of Crop Rod left, then they have it. We'll play a land and pass. 1 source off winning, I think. Ghost Quarter, that's a wasteland. I will shuffle, because I think I don't hate drawing a pact at some point. Do not Loam, please. Well, I've been good last turn. I guess not last turn, but like 2. They milled over a 3rd Crop Rod, so they have they can play both those lands out. So they have Crop Rod. They have up to 1 Crop Rod in their hand. I don't think I get the luxury of just sitting here anymore. Like, I mean, I haven't had a choice otherwise, but, like, I don't think I'm playing around 1 Crop Rot, and I don't think I'm gonna wait that long. Like, as soon as I find it, I'm gonna go, because they could Loam wastelands and stuff. Sure, Maze of It's fine. I wonder if they know what I'm on. It's definitely possible. They do not have Loam. Are they getting the Crop Rot right now? For Wasteland, please. Be my guest. Use your last crop rot. Please. Please do it. Do it. Do the thing. Do the crop rot thing. Like, basically lose the game by doing the crop rot thing. Please. Please. Please wasteland me. Please crop rot wasteland or port. I mean, they should technically be grabbing port, not wasteland here. But, like, please crop rot. Yeah, do the crop rot thing. Yeah, that's good for me. Thank you. Thank you, opponent. They should be getting port if they play it, but, like, not wasteland. They don't want to hit this land. They want to have more lands in play. They got stage? What the fuck? Do they have a depths in hand? They don't? Now that seems like asking for death. YOLO, they're dead. Unless they have exactly endurance in their deck that I don't think plays endurance. They just kill themselves. Excellent. Hey, High Star. Thank you, opponent. Thank you, opponent, for casting Crop Rot in your main phase. Your last Crop Rot. Do you have endurance? No, you died. Good job casting Crop Rot. Excellent play. Here's the fun part about Mulch Lands. You can either not sideboard or bring in one breaker and be fine. I'm gonna bring in the breaker to be extra safe, but there's my sideboarding. There's my sideboarding. We won on a Mulda 3. Wonderful. After getting wastelanded twice. What a great deck. Alright, what's up, peoples? God, this deck's funny. So here, High Star, I don't bring in Sanctity versus Mulch Lands because the matchup's about 90% for me, and they basically very rarely play Endurance. Their hate out of the sideboard is usually 3 Surgical, which makes Pact to Negation better than Leyline. Yeah, I'm aware of that. I would do that against lands, but against Mulch Lands, their sideboard is usually Surgical, not Endurance, because they have very few green cards in their deck. So, Leyline's just worse than the card I would side out for it, which is Pact to Negation. I'd rather have Pact to Negation for Mindbreak, Trap, Surgical than try to mull the Sanctity versus a deck that has very little, like, Crop Rot, like, very little, usually 0 Endurance, sometimes 1. But versus lands, absolutely. But this is like lands, but a buy. It's a mull. This is probably a keep. It's a little slow, but like, as a pact. I'm not playing Journey. I still don't value Journey. I haven't bothered to learn lines. I don't really care, frankly. I think it's correct to be on Journey. I don't like playing Journey, is the answer. It makes you play longer games. I don't like playing longer games with Oops. So I'm just playing my stock list, which is still played by I think Journey is still played by less people than not playing it, but it's getting closer to even now because you like a lot of the grinders who play Oops play Journey. The players who play it less don't play Journey, and then players like me don't play Journey. I think with the Discord, it's pretty 50% on the mods as well of who plays it or not. So probably getting depths next turn, which means we need to draw. Probably can't draw anything, frankly. Oh, we can draw anything. Yeah, they're dead. And this is why you don't bring in Leyline of Sanctity, even though it really didn't make a difference here. It actually just made no difference, but they're just dead. This deck plays very little hate for anything, and they're dead. So like the Pact is still, it's probably worse than Sanctity there, but like they also have 0 cards in hand. It really irrelevant at that point. If they were on one card and I'm beating something like Mind Break, it's just better though. Oh, Jesus. No thanks. So this is, oh, not Doomsday. I was like, oh, this is Doomsday. This is not Doomsday. Okay. Or it's gonna be Yorion Doomsday. Who knows? Max does play a lot of brews too. Yeah, it's horrendous. It's fucking unplayable. Like, I don't know, or maybe it is. So, LED and Living Wish both makes you less consistent and less protected, which is the opposite of what you want to do with Upsell spells. So, like, it makes you discard your hand so you're weak to any amount of hate, like anything amount of hate. It also puts your deck slower to, like you're generally a slower deck then, too. You're weaker to Wasteland, you're weaker to Daze. And then you're also just, like, you're trying to find cards out of the sideboard that could just be in your hand in your main deck. It makes your mulligans worse. It's actually quite the opposite of what you want to do. Last seen on Doomsday, yeah. But they said they're... No. White Chancellor's horrendous, too. We did High Star. We did literally hundreds of matches testing with White Chancellor is horrendous. Oh, you mean in, like, that deck? Yeah, but it's also, like, it's just horrendous. Like, you're on the draw, you lose 2 days. Like, again, like, you're making your deck strictly worse. But anyway, I'm pretty much done with talking about alternate oops plans that don't work. I just want to play this game now. It's not a good deck. Good luck with that, though. I think I don't know if it was you or others have brought it up in my chat before. We've discussed it a lot. It's not good. It's really quite not good. So let's go with this. But yeah, but you mull. Like you mull. The answer is you mull. I won on a mull of 3 last game. Like last match. Like the deck mulls. You're a combo deck, you mull. Like and you're weaker to so like you're still like you're just weaker to everything. Yeah, you're trying to play a deck that has more kill cons, but is a turbo combo deck that's going slower and is weaker to literally everything. And still yeah, like, it doesn't make any sense. I maybe should not be therapying here. Although I have all my shit, so therapy's fine. I can lose to, like, Solitude. I'm gonna name... I name Solitude. Fuck, I don't even know what to name here. They let that resolve, so I just name Force Negation. If they're on... They have Endurance. Well... Pitch Aluren? Please stack this wrong. I can just kill you with a... Misclicked on the zombie? You misclicked on doing this with my freaking Narcos on the stack. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna beat you to death. I'm just gonna beat you to death. So I name Plague Engineer? Like... I'm just gonna win this game with beats at this point. I think you should. I think you just win with beats at this point. Probably. Like, I can name... What, like... Do they even have time to Plague Engineer me? I guess Plague Engineer is the right name. But, like... I don't know how I lose this game. It's Uro Assassin's Trophy. Like, sure. Good luck. They can't even cast that trophy yet. Anyway, that was a weird one. So we're probably gonna win this game with beats. Like, the endurance does set up poorly timed. Oh. Or we could go for it again. I guess we just go for it again. There's no point not, right? Like, they had to draw Force of Will, and it doesn't even stop us because, like, we still can just kill them with beats. Lol. Lol. Alright, they're on a weird build of Aluren. So, Aluren also plays Unknown Hate. I don't love Swarm versus Aluren, but it's fine. Sanctity is also fine versus them, but like medium at best. It just depends. They're on Aluren with Yorion and Caracas and Trophy. Like, I don't know their list. I think this is safe. They very well could be on like Thoughtseize though, and then Sanctity's a little bit better because they also play Endurance. I'm gonna board like this though. I actually think this matchup is better to have the Mox because Wasteland's not really a card. So I'd rather have like mana in play than... I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm just happy Max is not on Doomsday, because that matchup is quite literally horrendous for us. Even though we win it a lot. But, like, he's a good player, so we don't win it. That's how the matchup goes. Yeah, like, this hand's good. It's, like, this is not the best card to have in hand, but it also we have the counter in hand, so it's not the worst, because we can just make more creatures if we need. This hand's actually pretty decent against Endurance as well, because of the counter, but we're also short on mana for a while. That's a bit of awkward draw. I'd like to see mana. Probably gonna brainstorm. I think Oops is better than Doomsday, yes. And the reason I'm saying this is because of the meta, right? So like Oops is better, like significantly better against Doomsday than or sorry, not against Doomsday. I think Oops is better because it's significantly better against Delver than Doomsday is. Delver's a 50% matchup probably for us. About 50%, whereas Doomsday's like probably 30% versus Delver. And Delver is right now 25% of the meta. Again, top deck, top 8ing every event, first or second in win rate in every event. So I'd rather be playing a deck that doesn't just die to Delver every time you see it. I think Delver is a fine matchup. They're gonna Endurance, pitch Endurance. Okay. Leaving me guessing of what the hell to name. That's why I took the Leovold though, because I just wanted to name Endurance. Oh, so they're gonna put the Endurance back in their deck. I'm gonna name a random one, like Fairy Macabre, something I can't beat, basically. Actually beat Fairy Macabre. Maybe it's correct to name Force of Will in case they drew it without drawing a blue card. It doesn't matter. It's an answer. Yeah, let's just keep going with this. I understand that Oops dies to a little bit more hate than Doomsday, but it also is a lot faster, and it's less consistent, but it's so much better against Delver. And I think that matters a lot. Like, just having a good, like I wouldn't call it a good Delver matchup, but like an even Delver matchup is where I want to be in the meta. If I'm playing a combo deck, I don't want to be sitting there dying to Delver all day. Is this pretty Yorion in hand? Okay. I mean, we go for it, and I guess we do want to cast Petal first. I'm wondering if we want to if we want to sack it or not. There's a debate to not sack it here. GG. But I think sacking it's correct anyway. Alright, 2-0 against this Yorion Aluren. Okay. Like, I don't think Oops is as bad as people say it is. I think people see results in challenges or not see absence of oops in challenges and just associate it with being bad, but I think that, like, we still have a 56-58% win rate on the deck, and obviously that's, like, mostly leagues, but, like, I think the deck is still a competitor in the meta that people kind of underrate a lot, because I think people, again, just associate with a bad Delver matchup, but the matchup's actually quite even. Like, it's like, surprisingly even. Like, even if we excluded the bad players, it's, like, the matchup's at worst 45%, but, like, I think it's closer to 50%, like, 49-50% matchup. Which is reason enough to play this over Doomsday for me. Yeah, it's terrible. We've tried everything. You can name off a whole shit ton of cards we've tried. We've tried Metamorphose, we've tried Veil of Summer, we've tried... what else have I tried? Tried Noxious Revival, I've tried Once Upon a Time, tried Chancellors, I've tried more Wild Canners, I've played more Chrome Moxes. We have tried everything. And I think Once Upon a Time's a trap. Big, big-ass trap. Five on the draw. I'm gonna keep this one. 4, 5. So if I go Thoughtseize on 1 and then 4, 5, I think I do want like this. Just play around days a little bit better. I don't like mulling to 4 when they've kept a 7 and I'm on the draw. Is this like Thought Lash deck? No, it's just a lands deck. This song is horrendous. What the hell is it? I hate YouTube recommended. It just, like, screws around with me. Spy? Withdrawing that, I am going to cast Thoughtseize. If I hadn't drawn that, I don't think I would have cast Thoughtseize here. This looks like actual lands. This is not actual lands. This is, Bant Lands. I was like, this looks like actual lands, like, with a random waterlogged grove. Yes, Belcher check is one of the worst things you can do in Oops. There's actually a section in the Oops Discord called Char Belcher Sucks and Reasons Why Not to Play It. It's, one of the worst transformational boards. There's a whole lot of bad transformational boards, though. It's just, really not good. It's really, really not good. Oh, they have a Bog in hand. That's actually really good for us. I didn't even see that. Hopefully I don't have main deck hate when I don't draw a Spy here. I'm still gonna play this out, and I'm just gonna chill. I mean, hopefully they don't have a Soul Guide main deck. We're gonna lose to that if they do. What does Teleria West get? It's like it's zeros. How does that card work? 0, yeah. Belcher is terrible. Like, the worst you can do to yourself. Because you have to cut... No, they don't have a main deck hate. You have to cut, like, sideboard cards like Force of Vigor, which just beats basically everything. And then play, like, cards that just lose to basically everything. Like... I don't really want to discuss Belcher. There's a section in the Oops Discord. I advise going in there and just checking that out. There's a lot of reasons not to play it, though. We're drawing, like, bad. Maybe I should have mulled the 4. Should have smelled the 4. Where'd the maze go? Oh, it's in the graveyard. Is this instant speed or sorcery speed? Sorcery. Interesting. They should be making that in. Now I'm like weak to Crop Rot as well. Wow, we're getting like a full Oops questionnaire here on how many bad cards we can play. What did they do? Are they transmuted for another thing? Yeah, I'm gonna shuffle this time. Just give it a good old shuffle of the deck and draw a better card. So they have, yeah, that card's unplayable too. We tested that too. think I play as tapped. That card's really bad. Yeah, no, that card's bad. It's not castable. You just don't really get to 5 mana and have a land drop that you can do that to in a Daze format. Like, you have to get a lot. But they do have... Wait, the fuck? They had Soul Guide and didn't fetch it the first time? What the fuck? Sure. What the fuck, though? What do you mean I eat all oops for him? I don't get that. But, what the fuck? They had that and didn't cast it the first try around? That's an odd one. So this is, like, somewhat proper lands. It's not actual lands, it's Bant Lands, but, like, it's probably a Uro deck and stuff, but, like, on the draw. I don't know, I'm supposed to board for this. Like, do they play Force? Like, what does this deck even play? I don't think they're a forceable deck. I'll leave the breakers out and lose to a random ley line. I don't think I'm siding out packs in this matchup. I mean, I play oops, I mod the Discord, I don't really know what else to say. Yeah, I do a lot of oops stuff. I probably have almost 1,000 or 2,000 mages. No problem. Don't worry. Where are you from? They mulled a 5. They mulled a 4. And they got mulled surgical. Does part of me not want to go because they mulled a 4? They have endurance. And just name endurance. Okay, what if we just name endurance? They have crop out. I'm gonna be really mega sad. I do not think I should have done this. But maybe they have mind break. Name mind break? No, naming endurance is better here. They have nothing. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Thanks for the wishes. Not my birthday today, but it was yesterday, I guess. Yeah. Wasteland me. They kept that hand on a 4, huh? I think they try to find endurance, but anyway, mana off winning. That wins. I mean, if they found no, wait, no, they can't have endurance now. Never mind. It's like if they found endurance, we're dead. If they found mind break, I guess we're really dead. Mind break my ass. Mind break my ass? Not mind breaking my ass. I think I want figures on the draw. No, I don't. I really don't think I do. I don't think this deck plays spheres. I'm going to bet on them not having sphere resistance, and I don't even think it's that good on the draw anyway. I think I'm supposed to mull this hand. It's a reasonable hand, but it's, like, kind of awkward. I do think you keep this one, though. This hand is slow as living hell, but I don't have to cast spells, so it's fine. If we get Soul Guided, I lose. If we get any hateful piece, we lose. But otherwise, I'm gonna win this game probably. I mean, we have one more turn to find a spy, or else we're losing this game 100% of the time. So I'll take that risk, I guess. Brazil? Oh, that's cool. One turn to find her out. 8 of. Lizard, what the fuck are you doing? She's having a little dance in the background. Can the opponent just do anything? Like, literally anything would be cool. We have one turn to find her out. If not, we're going to be waiting here a lot longer because we need to find out plus Summer's Pact or something then. Oh, okay. I mean, we still have just this turn because really nothing matters besides... Oh, they're dead. Deck, we're so good. This deck is so good. I love playing Oops All spells. So I have enough to Thoughtseize. I believe I have enough to Thoughtseize again. They can't mind break this one. I don't... they're dead. Okay, I think if you're good and have the patience to sit around for a lot longer, I think playing Memory's Journey is correct as a 61st card. I don't think it's correct as a 60th card. Beyond that, I think these Macubs are debatable in the sideboard. Like, these Macubs... Like, this is always a 2-up slot that we're switching around. In leagues, I'm comfortable playing Macub. In a bigger event, it's Veil, Summer, Chancellor, Claim, or Endurance, or Discard. Probably not Discard, though. Probably not Chancellor. I think I'd play... I tested the shit out of Veil in this slot, even as a 3-of in some builds. Let's talk about the list after I finish killing this opponent. I think this is the best build of the list, but I think you should be +1. I think being +1, did nothing, right? I think being +1, +1 Journey is correct. I guess Surgical is the other card you can play in the slot. But yeah, I think your options are Surgical, Macabre. Yeah, basically those two in that slot is your best bets. Let's go get the Oracle. But yeah, I think this is the best list out there. And we have so much testing on this list, like over 5,000 matches or so to prove it now. Do I ever still play it? Yeah, I played a Omni list. I played this Omni list. Talk about this quickly. Played this Omni list yesterday, or maybe the day before yesterday. Yeah, Omnitel as a deck is not super great right now. That's the reason I don't play it. I played this in a league the other day. I went 4-1 losing to Aluren after I misplayed a match away. Oopsies, I'm not screen sharing that screen. Here we go. I played this list and went 4-1 losing to Aluren after I misclicked a Preordain. So it would have been a 5-0, but I don't think this deck is very good in a competitive setting, but we're playing leagues and anything's fine in leagues, really. I wouldn't recommend Omnitel, and this list is a little odd because I'm even lighter on Delver hate. I did beat Delver in that league. This build is on 2 less cards versus Delver, but I wanted to split Mage and Lavinia because I wanted to be able to beat 8-cast and have a chance against Doomsday. But yeah, it's I really think Omnitel and frankly Sneak and Show and all those combo decks are just too slow for Legacy at the moment. So I just don't play it in a competitive setting, but I still play it occasionally. And my leagues with this deck do well, but like I doubt it's good. I do play it still. I just don't think it's a deck I would really recommend for people right now. And obviously, like, it's fine in like your whatever casual setting you're playing in, but like the meta's just not great for it. Yeah, I think a lot of these slower combo decks have gotten worse over time, and there's cards like Beseiju and Vigor and stuff get more and more problematic. And I know that Beseiju, yeah, you can theoretically beat it, but it's just another stack of layers of cards that you just like get slowly worse versus. Like, people are like, oh, well, you play a Stifle effect in the board. I'm like, yeah, I already do that, but like you don't really realize how much worse it gets against playing against like when they have like Beseiju and Vigor and a Force of Vigor. Have I ever tried Espervile? Yeah, I think that deck's brutally unplayable. I have played a bit of it though. There's only one player who plays Espervile on Magic Online. I don't think he has very many results recently either. Maybe in leagues, but anyway. We're going to open these chests, and then we're going to run one more league back. What the hell is this thing? Gnarled Professor. No, it's not. High Star is definitely 100% not. That loses to Swords to Plowshares really fucking hard. Really fucking hard. You want to sit there and die to plow every day? Like, no, it is definitely not better. It is definitely not better. It is most definitely not better. And then if you draw like one Narco, you're also in just like deep shit too, like most of the time. It's definitely not better. Anyway, let's open the next chest. Oh wait, you guys are not seeing this. LOL. The last chest was like play points and some shit card, and then this chest was also like, where the hell is the screen? Play points and some shit card. 2 Mox is okay. Yeah, 2 Mox is correct. So with Chrome Mox, let's explain Chrome Mox first. You need a card to pitch. Oops smells a fuck ton. It's not... No, you should be using 2. You should not be on any more than 2 of this card. So Chrome Mox is... You need a pitch card for it. Most of your pitch cards aren't going to be black because you need a black mana cast. On a mulligan, this card is horrendous. In multiples, this card is horrendous. And it gets sided out so much anyway, even on 2. It is really the last card. We tested a lot to try to get rid of this card out of the list entirely. It's basically like half a mana. You have to think of it as like half a mana, not a full mana, because it's very rarely is a mana, or the mana you want. The mana you want is black mana. This card very rarely makes black mana on hands that you want. It's kind of only good in your 7s, and then you're kind of bottoming it after that. And if you have multiples in your hands, if you have 3 or 4 in your deck, you're going to find multiples more often. You really don't want this card. It's probably the worst card in the current list. But I understand your differences in opinions and lists or whatever. All these chests have been crap. We're going to play one more league after this. I don't know if Mana Confluence is worth anything. But we are fully getting a buttload of questions on the stream about random oops stuff that I would find fairly obvious, but not everyone does. That is $7. Alright, $7, I'll take it. So Chrome Mox, as a 4-of, hasn't been stocked since we started playing the deck in March 2021. If Battle Straight effect was green, would you play Tomb over Chrome Mox? Well, what do you mean by Tomb? Like Ancient Tomb? You can't play Ancient Tomb because... You can't play Ancient Tomb because you need no lands in your deck. Am I missing something about that? Or is this a different tomb? I'll trade that later. We're going to jump into one more league here. At least I have breath still. We're getting a lot of very basic questions tonight. I would love for this deck to play Ancient Tomb. We can't really play Ancient Tomb. Alright, we just can't. We just can't. If Spy was green, would I even play more Chrome Mox? I don't think so. I don't think it would make Chrome Mox any better. I think Chrome Mox is bad because it's a card that needs another card. And yeah, you just don't really have cards and oops that want to put under the Chrome Mox, and then you just mulligan like a fuck ton too, so the card's just like really not great, and then it's really not great in multiples either. You never really want 2 Mox in a hand ever. If you have 1, you're already like, it's usually your worst card in your hand. It's usually a card you try to bottom a lot if you're mulliganing. It's like, I have spent probably a couple hundred matches trying to find out a way of getting it out of the list entirely. And has to stay as a 2-of currently, but it's not good. It's not good. I don't want more of them. I 2-0'd. What did I 2-0 in the last round? 2-0 vs. What the fuck was I against? Oh, Bant Lands, right? Bant Lands. Do I put that as other? I think I put that as lands because it had it was still the same hate as lands, so that's just lands. Like, it was the same sort of hate where it's like playing endurance and crop rot based hate. Like, it didn't have spheres, but like, no, the last round was Bant Lands. We beat Mulch Lands the 2 rounds before that. Okay, wait, this is not what I want to listen to. That's what I want to listen to. No, wait, that's too much, too. Yeah, no problem. I had back-to-back 4-1s tonight. Nice. I'm getting on Faulted Forms level. He had 3... Faulted had 3 4-1s today as his leagues, and then a 3-2. Getting close to Faulted Form level of play. White Ninja. Samal. I don't know this user. I don't know if this user actually has any results at all. So, I usually look up my opponent's results on, they have 2 Pioneer results in history. Cool. I usually look up my opponent's results on Oops, even in the leagues, and the reason is I assume that people either know I play Oops, or they're gonna look me up already. But, like, mostly the assumption that people know I only play Oops these days, so they already have that advantage, so I just want to get the advantage back. I think you keep this and be sad. Yeah, I mean, we're still in God Account week, and this is probably a God Account player. So, like, or like a newer Legacy player, so they have no clue. They have no clue what, like, I'm playing, probably. But, like, it's the same, yeah, but, like, okay. It's not a horrible draw. So this is probably Elves or, Maverick. Maybe Maverick, because it could be either, really. It doesn't really matter. This hand's great if we can get time. If we have time, it's Elves. Both Elves. Yeah, it looks like Elves. They didn't have a second land drop. That's a interesting keep. I mean, you don't see Maverick a whole ton anymore, so you just generally assume Zenith, like Forest Zenith, is Elves usually these days. Whereas it used to be like, I don't know, a little 50-50. But like, what is this? Another Zenith for one? Please don't get Reclaimer. Please don't get Reclaimer. Oh, they got Reclaimer. I have to win this turn. Oh, I win this turn. Sick. I love my deck. I have mana to do this, right? Let's play around everything. You miss Maverick? I miss Maverick too, dude. So they a little bit screwed up by not playing that Shepherd out earlier, huh? I guess they really never had an opportunity to play it out. But I'm really glad I got to Thoughtseize here, because if they had, I guess, like, double Endurance, like, they had the Endurance main deck, so if they had the double Endurance, I would have lost if I didn't Thoughtseize. I think that's how that works. I suck at math. Like, I suck at Oops math. That's my biggest problem on Oops. It's like, I can't count for shit. Like, I'm like, wait, does my pact count? Does my one pact beat 2 Endurance or not? Like, I'm just, like, fucking stupid like that. So they're on Reclaimer Elves, which is favorable if they don't have Leyline, and a little harder if they do. I don't know if Newton is currently on... I miss Maverick a lot, too. I actually used to play Maverick a lot. I used to play Maverick a decent amount. I have a few trophies on Maverick, both Black Splash and Red Splash. Maybe even a Blue Splash list at some point. I liked the Red Splash more, but, like, Black was probably better all the time. But, like, I really miss that deck. I just don't think it's anywhere close to playable these days, unfortunately, and you just don't see it around basically at all anymore. So, this card's really good. And I'm gonna bring that in, and if I get Leyline the Voided, like, double Leyline, I lose, but otherwise I'm fine with this. How would I... Yeah, Scribbler Ranger's really cool. That card's, like, really fun. So, I'm going to look at my sideboard guide because I completely fucking forget how to sideboard. So, versus Reclaimer being plus -4 Thoughtseize. I think that's reasonable. I'm gonna leave in the breaker. So I'm gonna go -1 Writ when I'm boarding out Thoughtseize. So I think the reason I've been boarding out Thoughtseize over Pact versus them is 1, Thoughtseize costs mana, but 2, I've been seeing Elves players, if they're smart, again, we don't know this player very well, they might not be a good Elves player, bring in both Force of Vigor and Endurance, and then they try to pop the Leyline in your turn. And if you have Pact, you can like upkeep Pact the Vigor, whereas you can't upkeep Thoughtseize the Vigor. Or like Thoughtseize can't beat the Vigor on upkeep. So like I can Pact a Vigor on Leyline and then keep the Leyline in play to like beat an Endurance. That's been my theory with boarding out Thoughtseize. And I don't like boarding out too much mana because we still need to be fast versus Elves. Like, there's still a fast enough deck that we need to like respect that they play Collector Oof and other stuff that we need to like get going, like not board out all the mana. I actually haven't faced Elves in a while though. That might not be true, but I think that's true. I haven't looked in my match history if I've faced Elves recently. I think it's been a little bit though. Like I've been playing against a lot of blue decks recently. Yeah, I'm looking back. The last time I faced Elves was a while ago. Last time I faced Elves was on the 27th, and they had Thoughtseize and Leylines in addition to Leylines. Which Days Undoing deck? It depends what deck you're talking about. You mean like Jeskai Days? I think it's a bad matchup. I think it's a really bad matchup. It's like playing against Delver. Well, so I haven't faced Jeskai Days Undoing a whole ton while being on Oops. I think it's a bad matchup, and the reason I think it's a bad matchup is they're a Force of Will deck that plays white hate cards. I don't really care about the Days Undoing package. Like, that's really slow against us. This hand's nuts. Not nuts, but like good. Yeah, Jeskai. Yeah, I think it's a bad matchup for us. I think it's not horrible, but I think it's like pretty bad as well. This hand's like good besides the Narcomoeba. If this was like another mana, this would be nice. Keeping this though, you keep slow hands versus Elves when you have Sanctity. Well, they have Force of Will, Force of Negation, right? So you start with that, but then they also play like Surgical, and then on turn 2 they have Hate Bears. Like they have Canonist, they usually have Containment Priest, stuff like that. Holy shit, I feel sick. Ugh. Got allergies, man. I got allergies, and I was like, yeah, I didn't know about Rip, but it's like if they get to turn 2, you're probably not winning the game because they probably have something that's gonna wreck your hand. Like whether that's Containment Priest, Meddling Mage, or Canonist, or Rest in Peace. Like I don't want them to get to turn 2, and they play Force of Wills and Force of Negation as well, and generally Flusterstorm and Surgical. It's like playing against Delver, but if they get to turn 2, you just die. You don't just get the time like you would like to get. Please just play Reclaimer and pass. I think we do play this out in Therapy Mindbreak Trap, probably. Not sure. But we've shut off most of their plays now. Like, this shuts off Reclaimer, Endurance, Crop Rot, Thoughtseize. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. Log yourself. Okay. That's a pretty good draw. No trap in Elves, that's just not true. That's just not true. Reclaimer Elves is pretty stock on 2 to 3 Mindbreak right now. And it's also not uncommon for, like, Elves players to just randomly play Mindbreak as well. It's, like, quite... It's not, like... I wouldn't say it's 100% a list to play it, but I'd say it's 50% a list to play it, so I would like to not lose to it, if I can avoid it, is my point. I'm going to play out the Undercity here, actually, and be willing to lose to Assassin's Trophy. Or, we're not even dead to Assassin's Trophy, we're just, this is our best line against Mindbreak Trap here, where we go Undercity, next turn we Therapy them, and then sack it on ourselves. It's like we just get the most information. If they do Trophy this, Yeah, Aaron and Newton are both on 2 Mind Break. They're the top Elves players. Most people follow their lists, so that's just not true that there's no trap in Elves. I frequently, when I used to play Elves, played one Mind Break trap, sometimes 2 to 3. Just depends on the meta, but I think right now most like the top 2 Elves players, like Alucard says, are on Mind Breaks. I would trust that whoever's copying lists are going to be playing Mind Breaks as well. And I don't see the problem. I don't see why I would play into it when I can play around it. That's all I'm saying, I guess. See, that's sad. But, like, that's me winning, too. Like, that's... They did that, they can't hold up Reclaimer, so now I, name Endurance, which is the only card they can have, and then I kill them. And I beat Mind Break Trap here, too. I actually should have never named, Mind Break in the first place. They don't even have Endurance, they just, had nothing and felt like doing that now. To put some scare into me. But they're dead now. But yeah, it's not that Elves doesn't play Mind Break. I'd say at least 50% of Elves players play Mind Break at one point or another. So that was 2-0 against Reclaimer Elves. Well, you know what, guys? This stream is gonna be good for the YouTube and for the for Oops stuff, because we've had a lot of common questions that, like, most common Oops players would know the answers to, or my answers to, or what most of the Oops grinders' answers are to these basic questions. But, like, I do appreciate the questions, because some of the people that wanted to watch this content today or were asking for it are players that are less experienced with Oops. So it's kind of good to just, like, answer those questions on stream and kind of get that there, because this is going to be posted for a YouTube video and posted in the Oops Discord. So I do appreciate the questions, even though sometimes I get annoyed by, like, simple questions. No. Yeah, that kills, I think. Or as close to, at least. Hello, good luck. I'm sorry, guys. When I play Oops, I don't respond to these comments because I don't know what to say. Like, what do you say to this? Like, same? Good luck? Because I'm not saying have fun. They're not gonna have fun. Like, this isn't fun for people. I just don't respond. Like, I respond to this on any other deck, but, like, on this deck, you just ditto. Just say ditto. Okay, this is 1 mana off, right? We're 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we're 1 mana off kill here. Any mana. So you draw a card and then I win. Or we could draw a black source. Okay, we don't win yet. Now we win with packed back up if they have something. Oopsies, I skipped my turn. Sorry, opponent. Saga, that's not good. Let's draw mana. What? You fucker. I'm dead. Black source. Okay. So, I'm not dead. I'm not dead, guys. Okay, there's a few options here. One, I play this Undercity, and then I can't kill next turn unless I draw like a Petal or a Chrome Mox or a land. You just say ditto most of the time. Or the other option is... Actually, the better... No. I'm just stupid. I've cast... Oh, wait. No, it's not an artifact. So I can't even cast this. So I think it's... I think casting it's correct, right? Oh, man. Yeah, it's just gotta be correct to cast it. Try to find mana. Yeah, it looks like it, like Painter or Affinity or something. It's either or, like it's a deck I don't want to face. Yeah, top deck Paddle, top deck Land. It's like we have 3, 5, and Spirit Guide does it too. So it's actually it's more than 7 outs. It's 2 Chrome Mox, 3 Petal, so that's 5, and then 6 Spirit Guide is. What the fuck am I counting? Three Petal, 2 Chrome Mox, 6 Spirit Guide is how much? What's the math on that? Someone math me. 6 plus. So fuck me. 3, 5, 6 is 11 plus 11 plus 6 land, or sorry, plus 8 lands. It's 19 outs. 19 outer. That's not it. Now we're gonna die because they have a Sega card. It was a 19 outer though. I mean, there's like a chance they don't have main decade or a needle, or they're gonna have a needle. They're gonna have a needle. Like, that's just the answer of this. Or they're gonna kill me with Painter. That's also possible. It was a 19 outer though. It's kind of sad. I'm assuming this kills me, right? Like, does it? Didn't they have to sack a 1 for the Painter? Didn't you need to sack a 1 for that? Like Esper Sentinel? Yeah, they sacked the wrong thing, didn't they? Oh no, what the fuck? Why did you do it in that order, though? Like, why didn't you get Needle off this and then sacked... I mean, we're dead. We're completely and utterly dead, but, like, I'm confused of why they did it in that order. Or just, like, kill me. Couldn't they have just killed me there? Isn't that just better? I could bring in this. I just don't think it's very good. I'm also not sure I like this, but it's fine. So, I could not sideboard on the play, but I don't hate cutting mana because, like, if we don't turn 1 them, we can have a little bit of hate, and if they have, like, Leyline or something, we can also have something. So I'm just gonna do that. I don't think this matchup's good. I think this matchup's horrendous, but, like, it's also not a deck, so, like, I understand it's a deck, but it's also not a deck. Like, it's Painter, but, like, a really bad build of Painter. Like, I don't know why you would play mono white over splashing over red white, or any red build or any blue build of Painter. It's a deck, but not a deck, is what I'm trying to say. Email that. Like, this is a hand of why I like the keeping the figure card. So, I think I just go. Okay, they have nothing, unless they have something and they're screwing with me. Plays around Mindbreak too, which is nice. Does not play around Surgical, does not play around Macub. But, you know, so be it. I would like to see your hate if you let me. Name Mindbreak here. Damn it, fucker. I should have just named something random. It's better resistance to disruption? Yeah, but it's gotta be worse against combo, right? Like, it's gotta be worse against both Delver and combo. Like, I understand what you mean. I don't even know if it's better against disruption. You play Pyroblast in Red Painter. Like, that doesn't... I could be wrong. Like, I know fucking nothing about Painter. But, like, I doubt it's better against disruption because you're not playing Pyroblast. I could see it being better against, like, taxing sort of decks, though. I'm not sure, though. Like, I don't know. That's one I cannot answer for you. You aren't dependent on Painter to have Pyroblast online. I don't know what better via Delver. guess Esper Sentinel is painful, yeah. Okay, well, we keep this any day of the week. Preferably don't have Cage or something. But, like, we have time, if we do have... Yeah, that could make sense to me. I'm just, like, not sure that playing, not having access to, like... Yeah, but, again, Canonist is, like, quite beatable by combo, and, like... I'm aware that it has Canonist, but Canonist is also played in red-white. Like, it's not played in red-white. It just, to me, like, it feels like you're trying to play Painter without Pyroblast. Just seems wrong. And again, I could be wrong. I don't know this stuff. But I question why you would play a Painter list without Pyroblast. And it's not the Pyroblast is, like, countering stuff. It's the Pyroblast kills Murktide Regent. And it does counter things like other combo decks and stuff. So, do you have Makub? Makub or bust, opponent? I would like to name Mindbreak Trap. I see more red Painter than blue Painter still. So this is a Mindbreak Trap, right? No, this is a keep that did nothing. Alright, I guess they kept something that did nothing. It's an odd keep. Kappa is a card? Kappa is a card, but I'm not sure it's a card you want to play in Painter rather than just playing 8-cast. Like, it feels a lot better in 8-cast than it does playing mono blue Painter. Yeah, I've seen that list before, and I don't think that list is bad. I think that list is better than mono white. I think it also is possibly better than mono blue or mono red or red white. But I don't know if it's better than just playing 8-cast is my question, my thing. So it's like, for me, is like, if you're wanting to play Kappa and like 8-cast sort of things, I don't know why you wouldn't just play 8-cast. But if you want to play Painter, I don't know why you wouldn't just play red-white, or I guess blue is fine. If you're urgent to play Painter, I guess mono blue is probably fine. But yeah, I get that. I do get that. I get that. I'm confused by that opponent's keep there. Maybe they're just like really light on hate. I feel like this is a known player. It's a Japanese player for sure. I'm gonna look up who they are. Yorion is a D&T. It's Enchantress. That's only ever Enchantress and with Yorion, right? Or no, not with Yorion. But it's a good chance they're playing Yorion Enchantress if they're an Enchantress player. Regardless, I'm just mulling it to turn 1. Yeah, like that. It doesn't lose to bridge like 8-cast. That is true, but I also don't think 8-cast necessarily loses to bridge all the time. That's D&T. Well, I like this hand significantly less against D&T. This hand is pretty weak to soul. That's a great draw. Curses doesn't even really play bridge. They play it sideboard as a one-off card, and it's really slow. And that can just get countered. But yeah. Bridge is not that great. That's a great draw. So, I'm going to explain how we lose here, first of all. We lose to Double Solitude here. And this card beats Double Solitude because it lets me cast a counter first. Which means I'll have 5 creatures instead of 3 creatures. Or 4 creatures. Yeah, Painter can too. So we're gonna do our thing. So like I don't think they have the Double Solitude, but like this does let us play around the Double Solitude a little bit better. And I can even go ahead and sack this if I need to. It doesn't really make a difference what I sack here though, because of I cast the Summer's Pact already, but I win the game here. I do not want to cast Therapy versus D&T in game 1 because of the double Solitude thing again. Okay, I don't board very much for D&T. I know Vigor is good against them. I guess on the draw we're supposed to board like this, but I don't personally love boarding like this. And my reason is D&T... So, the reason to board Vigors is a Leyline of the Void on the draw. The reason to not board it is because usually they can only put one Hateful Permanent into play on turn 1. But the other reason to board it in is if they're going to be on something like Deafening Silence, this card's significantly worse against it. So, and I do not like cutting any amount of discard or packs versus them either. Because they're both good against Surgical and, yeah, Painter puts Bridge in the sideboard, that doesn't surprise me. Well, I don't know about Blue Painter, but, like, generally Painter does put Painter. Yeah, I think most red Painter lists play Bridge in the sideboard. I think that's pretty stock. So I don't think it's just Callum. I think that's basically anyone who plays red or red-white Painter. Yeah, I get that. Keep. Like, I've been seeing Bridge and Painter lists for years, like, as long as I played Legacy, basically. That's fine. So, I'm gonna not play out my Informer this turn, even though I could play it. Play that out. I would have liked to draw a green card there. So, like, I can beat this, oh, wait, now I no longer can do that. But, I could have beat this by just going Dark Red into this and then play around it. But well, I don't think I'm going to do anything next turn. I don't think there's any reason to lose to Plow or I'm pretty weak to Thalia here, if that's what they have. So now I'm inclined to cast it. Ooh, I'm really inclined to cast it now. Can I not sack the Petal if I cast Dark Red first here? How does that work? Go to 3? That works, right? Cast Dark Red, cast Undercity, and keep the Petal in play. Okay, yeah, that goes +1 still. Yeah. So, like, we're still weak to, like, removal spells here. Very weak with this Narco in hand, too. If they do nothing, or if they cast something, I don't know what they could cast here, like Flicker Wisp. I might cast this Narco and then go for the kill, and just lose to Surgical. But I assume if they have removal, they're going to use it on this anyway, so maybe casting Narco is just wrong. They're going to port me here. They're not going to port me here. What the fuck does that mean? I don't know what the fuck that means. That means Mind Break plus Surgical. 2 Mind Breaks. So I'm just not going to cast spells and do the thing. The other option is just cast another in their city. Yeah, I think this is correct. Actually, so if I cast Narcomoeba, no, I think the card play is just do this now. And I don't think I Therapy. I think I just slam the Dread Return, and I conceded. Okay. They just had nothing there. They just had the Deafening Silence, and they were faking a lot of things, which is a little odd. I guess porting, like, not porting / not Feel the Dead there kind of makes sense, because if their hand does fucking nothing already, they just want to bluff things, rather than, like, beat the, like, already, they're dead on board regardless, so, like, they're just trying to bluff more things by not doing anything. Which makes a lot of sense to me. Like, I was scared. I was trying to play around things there, but they just had nothing. They might have had Mind Break, but I wasn't going to play into it. I doubt they... I think if they had Mind Break, they would have played that out, though, and just, like, made me name the Mind Break, or just, like, cast the Dread Return. Because I still could have lost to it if I wasn't being careful. So I think they just had nothing. They just kept the hand based on Deafening Silence, which is entirely fair. Like, keeping... Like, D&T is not great versus Oops. Like, the matchup's about 65% versus for us. And I don't blame them for keeping Deafening Silence Thalia. Like, that's a good hand versus us. Like, that beats 90% of Oops hands. Especially with a Port. Like, they had Port, Thalia, and Deafening Silence. That's a great hand versus us. That's multiple pieces of hate. Plus a roadblock. Like, it's like a hard hate plus 2 roadblocks. It's pretty good. I just happen to have lands and a decent hand. Anyway, we're 3-0 now, which is pretty sweet. I was surprised to actually win that painter round. Like, I legitimately thought they had something or would have had more things. They just kept a hand that did nothing in game 3, which is, like, reasonable, but, like, also, they have Needle... They had Needle, Soul Guide in their deck, and, or I don't know if I don't think they showed a Soul Guide, but they had Needle, and they could have easily, like pedaled into a Canonist or something on turn 1. I think their keep was a little loose. They could have just not... This might be a mirror. This is possibly a mirror match. How do I beat Mind Break there? I had cast 0 spells that turn. So, like, Dread Return would have been my first spell that turn. But I could have also just, like, therapied into Thalia. Like, I had the mana to do it. Oh, this is D&T. Cool. Darthug does play D&T sometimes. It's like Mind Break was my... Dread Return was my first spell. I could have also just, like, cast a therapy and paid mana for it. But casting therapy is a lot weaker to stuff like removal spells, so I would have just cast the Dread Return, I think. And accepted losing to removal spells. Or not removals. I don't know what the hell. Anything. So... Again, this is another line where I don't think I can lose, so I think the correct play is to play out everything. And by that I mean, like, we're going to go win this game, but we're also going to put a... Well, so if they're on a Forcible deck, it's just correct to cast the Spy. But if they're on D&T and they have a lot of removal, like if they have Plow plus 2 Solitudes here, that wins. Or... They'd have to Plow plus 2 Solitudes, so that's their entire hand. Or else they're on... I'm gonna play into Plow and 2 Solitudes. Fuck it. If they're on Forcible, this is better. If they're on 5 cards that are Plow and 2 Solitudes, then I lose. Congrats. Like, I gotta take what I can get. That's not the right time to do that. That's a terrible time to do that, opponent. Deal. Now I actually respond. So now that I know they're D&T, I respond with this stuff. That was quite literally the worst time they could have done that. Like, quite literally the worst time. You want to kill my bridge, so they did not kill my bridge. They killed my guy, which doesn't really do anything, but not killing my bridge is really bad, because, like, now I can beat another Solitude. But if they had killed my bridge, I could not have beat another Solitude, I think. I don't know maths. But that was, like, letting me just get a free roll on that. It's, like, probably one of the worst times. And this player does play Oops, so, like, they should know that that's not a really good time to do that. And we're not going to cast a therapy here. We're going to let them be if they have if they're on a Forcible deck and they just trolled me. I don't want to sit here and lose to Solitudes. Alright, next game. We found the D&T players. I think we are going to board the same again. I think I like that actually better, not leaving the therapies or the rituals. I need to put something better on music-wise for myself. feel like I'm listening to the same songs on repeat tonight. Like, literally just, like, YouTube's giving me a repeat mix of the same 3 or 4 songs. It's pretty frustrating. No, I beat it last game by just casting Dread Return, or casting Therapy first. Like, I couldn't lose to Mind Break Therapy because it was my, like, Dread Return was my first spell, or Therapy could have been my first spell, and then, yeah, this is a keep. Snap keep. Again, wish this was anything else, but, like, especially with this hand, but, like, I really wish this was anything but an Archamoeba, just because of this. Because we're, like, this hand is weak to removal now. I'm not really sure what you mean by beat 1 removal. We have this Archamoeba in hand. So, like, if I sack this Informer, I have 3 creatures in hand. Or in play. It's not about the mana. It has nothing to do with the mana. This is about, I'm going to have 3 creatures in play. And they're going to have, if they have Solitude, I lose this game. I'm going to pop that now and just, we have to draw mana still, too. Oh, we have mana. Wait. We have mana to kill. We lose to Mind Break still. So we only lose to Solitude regardless. So I think it's best to play around Mind Break by playing this Undercity as the second spell. Because if they think about it this way. If they Solitude this, I at least have a, I don't die this turn. Wasteland me. Okay. But if they, like, now they have to Mind Break this, Petal, or else they lose. Or they have a Solitude and I lose regardless. It's like, I don't care if they Solitude that creature. I'm aware they F6, doesn't mean I win. It means they could un-F6, but I think I do win here. I think they've conceded. They conceded. I'm dead to Solitude either way. I'm gonna play around Mind Break now. They have unyielded, as we can see. They had Flicker Wisp. So a lot of people do that. They yield and then unyield. To try to scare me, or like they do have something, they've just yielded till the ability's over. Anyway, that was our quick matches against D&T. And for the record, I do not think D&T is a buy. A lot of people are like, oh, D&T is a buy for you guys. I do not think D&T is a buy. I think it's a difficult matchup. I think it's a favorable matchup that's difficult. Like, a lot of the D&T players, at least, like, it's more the D&T players that say it this way. A lot of the D&T players tell me that Oops is one of their worst matchups. And I believe it's one of their worst matchups, but I also don't think that means it's a buy for us. Like, I think it's still a somewhat difficult matchup, especially if they play a lot of hate. Like, it's still, like, if they get to turn 2 with Thalia, if they have a turn 0 Leyline or Macabre or Surgical or anything, and they get to turn 2 with Thalia, I'm not winning most of those games. So, like, I don't see the matchup as a buy. I see the matchup as a 66 to 70% matchup, which is a good matchup for us, like a very good matchup, but I don't see it as a buy. Like, the D&T players are like, oh, it must be a buy for you because it's so hard for us. I'm like, yeah, but you can build your sideboard differently, first of all, but also, like, I don't think it's a buy. Like, it doesn't... There's matchups that do, like Mulch Lands is really easy for us right now. There's a few other decks that are just like, oh yeah, we're always going to win that. But, like, D&T is not one of the ones where I'm, like, super confident saying I'm always going to win that matchup. It's, like, it's still a good matchup, but, like, it's not just, like, super easy for me. We do beat it more than we don't, though. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, most of the time. So we could lose game ones if either we draw like shit, like we mull to oblivion, or they know what I'm on and they keep a double solitude hand. Like a lot of double solitude hands can win the game. Like it's common that it's not uncommon for double solitude hands to win. So like if they can find a hand that has plow and solitude on turn one and they're on the play, or what? Yeah. No, it's not that I'm mulling to oblivion because of D&T. I'm mulling to oblivion because my deck does that sometimes. Yeah, my deck just has to mull sometimes. Like has to mull a lot, and I am trying to mull for a turn one, especially versus D&T, because I don't want to get to a turn two. That's the other thing. If I have to keep a hand that like, yeah, that's just oops. Like if I have to keep a hand that is a Thoughtseize go, like a play land Thoughtseize try to kill on turn two, like I'm probably gonna lose that game against D&T because they're probably gonna wasteland me and I might not find mana or something. Like it's yeah, in the blind game one, it's a free win if you don't mull to like three and die. But if they know what you're on and you know what they're on Yorion, you know the player or something, they know what you're on, it can be more difficult because they can mull to like hands that like can interact with you even on the draw. Like they have the solitudes, which aren't always like dead versus you. Like you can have hands like that last hand or I don't know if it's the last hand or one of those hands where it like died to like a single solitude. And like that's not uncommon for the deck to have that problem. It's not super common either, but it's not uncommon either. Trophy chance? Yeah, I mean, I'd like to get a trophy. I missed the one on Oops the other day. Like I lost in the final round. It was pretty sad. But it's like I haven't got a trophy on Oops in a while. But like part of the reason is I get a lot of 4-1s, and the other reason is I don't play Oops a whole ton. I don't even play Legacy a whole ton anymore. I play a lot of Vintage, and I focus on Vintage, and yeah, I think my win rate on Oops is still above 60%, which is pretty good. And the Oops win rate is 55 to 60%, which is pretty good, or at least for leagues and experienced players, we're getting that. But like, I have missed a lot of trophies recently on this deck, but I also just like don't play a whole ton. Like not as much as I used to. I don't play as much Magic in general as I used to, but like I don't play Legacy especially as much as I used to. That's just something I don't really do as much. Hopefully we don't get into like Pox or some shit. See, Pox is fine. I'd rather not run into curses. Let's not get cursed by curses. Or like Nick Fit or some bullshit. Just run into like something fair or something. Oh jeez. It's a good player. It's a good player maybe on Greenwhite Depths, maybe on 8-cast. And they know I play this deck, so it's kind of sad. Although I think last time I faced them I was on Omni, so maybe they think I'm on slower combo today. But they also know that I play this deck, like, more than anything. I forget the fuck how to spell that word. I'm gonna just check with my game log what they were on. I can't spell, apparently. F-A-U-S-T. Okay, there we go, yeah. So last time I faced them was on the 30th. I think I was on Omni, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I was on Omni. I'm all to Oblivion, and I'm married. So they were on 8-cast last time. I'm not sure if I'd rather 8-cast or Greenwhite. Regardless, that's a win. That hand seems really good. I got dubstep on right now. Hopefully it doesn't distract the fuck out of me, man. Good luck, good luck. Yeah. This matchup's not good. But this hand's good. But this hand's good. Just say ditto? Nah, this guy's my friend. Jesus, I'm listening to dubstep and it's distracting the living fuck out of me. Sorry, I'm like twitching and shit. I like dubstep a lot. I didn't realize I didn't have it on loudspeakers. It's funny. I need to shut this shit off. That was funny as hell. Okay, this song is very hype. Wait, I'm gonna put this song in chat just because it's really hype and I like this guy. But anyway, I can't put the speakers on because I do not want to ruin my YouTube video. Okay, we're against 8cast. They have a lot of hate. I do not like playing against 8cast. It is a miserable matchup. They played Chalice the Void, which is not a fun one. They also play a lot of forces, so we can't really cut shit. We could cut Thoughtseize, but like I don't want to do that. I don't really want Swarms just because they are a Chalice deck, and yeah. Yeah. Like that. Something like that. This music is so good. It's like mesmerizing shit, dude. Yeah, I'm keeping this any day of the week, but like this hand's it's actually not weak versus Chalice on anything. It's weak on it's okay. If they want to Chalice lock themselves and put it on 0 and have a Force of Will too, it's good versus that. Otherwise, this hand is good versus Chalice on 1, or fine versus Chalice on 1 at least. It's 1 mana off kill and has a Pact of Negation. So this could be our chance to trophy here, and we're gonna take it. This music is just like fucking great, but like it makes me just move. No turn 1 hate, please. Like no significant, like Chalice is fine. Just don't play like a Needle or something, or a Needle doesn't matter. Just don't play Soul Guide. What is this? No. That one's less fine. That one's way less fine, dude. That's not cool, and that's not 8cast either. But at least it brought in Vigor. So, ooh. White Prison with City? Maybe. That's not a bad draw. What the fuck do I name? I don't think it's a Archon deck. I'm not gonna name Archon. If I lose to it, then that's fine. I'm gonna name Fairy McHub because I probably lose to that card. No, I don't care about Painter. I think I care about like Fairy McHub, Surgical. I don't even think I care about Chalice at this point. I'm gonna name Fairy McHub because I think that's the only card I realistically like. Fucking that's Bomberman. Bomberman, but they don't have mana. Okay, good to know. Good to know. So on the draw, yeah, I guess it's Bomberman. It's the thing. Just don't draw the card that kills me. Don't draw the Ancient Tomb card, please. Love to draw the Chalice one. List on one. I mean, that card doesn't also do anything here. I want Undercity Informer here. See, that still does nothing because we can't cast this and do that unless. So, if I was on, it doesn't really matter what I was on here. But that's a good card because it makes green for like Force of Vigor when I draw it eventually. Pact is a dead card. Okay, good to know. So if we lose this game, we have an option. The option is board back to game 1 and ignore everything, or keep the same and keep Impact, I think, because you just lose to Surge. Like, I don't want to just lose to Surgical, I want to keep in Thoughtseize as well. So I think those are the options, and I just gotta figure it out. Really, really like to draw Undercity Informer or Force of Vigor here. Thoughtseize is, again, not the best, but it's fine. Oh, shit. So I have to take the Karn, right? Like, they're 1 mana off killing me, but I have to take the card, and they have a payoff in play already. I just have to take the card. Like, the card's gonna kill me more than their combo. Like, I mean, their combo kills me too. They're 1 mana off killing me regardless. Like, that's just the reality. They're 1 mana off killing me. So let's not get 1 mana killed. This is a Chalice one. And again, that's not a card I particularly care about here. I just need to draw the thing that does something. Yeah. So, I could cast Narcomoeba here. But I'm not sure I like that, and the reason is, I'm dead to combo anyway. And my best draw is, like, Summoner's Pact at this point. Actually, Summoner's Pact does jack shit. I need to draw Force of Vigor. So, is playing on Narco actually correct, then? I need to draw Force of Vigor regardless. Huh. So if I draw Force of Vigor, I Force of Vigor those two. So I have to play with Narco to live, right? And I'm gonna have enough mana afterward too. I'll have 3, 4, yeah, and 5. No, I don't wanna waste 2 things. I just wanna make it 1/1. I just need to buy 1 turn, I think. I mean, I need to try to buy 1 turn. I don't think 2/2 does shit. Like, I guess they can't attack with Canoness, congrats. But like, I can't really afford to make it 2/2 because I need all these cards to win the game. I mean, that's just another Vigor target, I guess, but... LED? Yeah. Okay. I mean, that doesn't make a difference, because the Chalice wasn't doing shit anyway. Like, I need to blow up this, and it was going to blow up Chalice, but, like, this doesn't change anything. So now they're actually discarding their hand to just Ballista me. So they're going to Ballista pop this, and then get in for 3, and then I go to 1. So now I believe I have no time to win this game. So I go to 4, which is essentially 1, which puts me at, that doesn't do that. Okay. So I guess that would have been an out if that didn't come down. I guess that would have been 1, 2. Yeah, if they didn't have that, I think that would have won. It's a 2/2. I guess we could play it as a 2/2 is what you're saying. Huh. Is that correct? Oh, interesting. Yeah. Yeah, I guess. So I can pay it for the evoke cost and it just doesn't die, right? Yeah, but it doesn't kill anything, but it doesn't sack either, right, on the evoke cost. Interesting. So like, yeah. Yeah. That's correct. Interesting. This feels like a matchup I'm gonna lose. From like mulls. Okay, so you have no cards in hand. You can't really attack at all. Actually, this thing buys a lot of time, doesn't it? This thing buys a fuck ton of time. Holy shit. Yeah, this was actually quite good. Yeah, like, they can't attack now. Now we Vigors it out. I mean, it's gotta be pretty fucking terrible. Now we're dead. So drawing that actually does kill us here. And... because... I can't... fuck me. So, I think that kills us because I can't cast the therapy if I blow that up. So I believe that's us being dead. Which means... yeah, okay, that's true. We can go to discard. That's true. We can go to discard. I can cast what with a pedal? I can cast Oracle if I draw it. I don't want to cast this. Yeah, now I get Ballista pumped. Then, block there. Oh. Okay. I mean, we're dead now, right? Like, this is just lethal. I believe. So, like, they pump again, they whack for 3. Yeah, this is just lethal now. So they pump again, they shoot, go to attack for 3, then shoot me down, dead. Oh wait, no, they don't have mana to pump again. So we're not actually technically dead. Oh wait, we are technically dead. We are not technically dead. We're dead if we don't block the Ballista. Which is basically dead, because then we can't block this thing. Right? No, we're dead in 1 turn if we don't block that thing. So, like, they get to attack with both here, I have to block the Ballista. That's just how this works. And they have Canonist, and I have, I believe, no outs now. Well, that's not true, I could still draw Vigor now. Okay, this does leave me out of drawing Vigor, right? So, like, I can draw... Oh, wait, no, I'm just dead regardless. Am I not just dead regardless? Or did I have to block the... Yeah, I was just dead regardless. Yeah, they just shoot us regardless. So we're just dead to regardless to that. Okay, yeah. Okay, 2 Canonist decently. Holy crap. I don't think I'm sideboarding, and I don't think I'm sideboarding any differently. I want to have the out that if I don't win on turn 1, then I have Breaker. But I also want to have Pact in case they're on Surgical or Macabre, or like if they're on Macabre, I want to have the other things. So I'm gonna keep my sideboarding. It does make us a little weaker winning on turn 1, but it like gives me outs against things, I guess. This is 1 mana short. I think I'm gonna maul this because I really do want to turn 1 them. Oof, maul to 5. You could keep this, but again, I just think it's too slow. Okay, we're keeping that, and we're winning on turn 1. So we're bottom Thoughtseize and Force of Vigor, and we have a Pact on turn 1 to win with. If they have Macabre, I lose this game. If they have Surgical or Mindbreak, I probably win. I think if they Mindbreak this, I'm going to Pact it as well. Trophy time! Boom. Did it. God hand. Alright. Well, so I was trying to bait out a Mindbreak. Because I wasn't sure if I was going to counter the Mindbreak or not. But I understand that. Yeah, I'm going to open the chest 1 by 1. I don't really like opening them all at a time. I'm going to open them 1 by 1 like I usually do. So the playing in the Repel does play into Solitude, which I doubt they play. But playing it Outlast plays around Mindbreak on the Undercity. And I wasn't sure if I was going to counter the Mindbreak yet or not. So it's kind of debatable there. I think I was more worried about Mindbreak in the Surgical, and I was considering not countering the Mindbreak than going with that. So we're going to open these chests 1 by 1. Thank you guys for watching the stream so far. This is going to be like my last league. I went 4-1 into 5-0 and 4-1, 4-1, 5-0 this today on my games, or on my leagues. So 14-1 today, or sorry, 13-2 today on Oops. 2 Obvious Bomberman. Mono white Bomberman. So yeah, that was pretty sweet. Let's open these chests and get this shit over with, and this video will be on YouTube, with all the swear words and everything, unedited video for all the Oops people. What the shit is that? Oh, you guys aren't seeing this yet. I gotta edit that, or fix that. You'll see it now. When I fix it. Screen? There. What the shit is this card? I've never even read this card. Belladros Witherbloom. Promotional card. Usually worth nothing. At the beginning of your flying 4/4 for 7 mana, that's already terrible. Beginning your upgrade, create a 1/1 pest when it dies, gain a life. And then pay 10 life, untap all lands, activate. That card seems fucking horrendous. Let's see if it's worth money. We already opened a 7-tick card this last league though, so that's like fine. This card is 30 cents. 20 cents actually. That's nothing. It is not. Yeah, this card is not money. What is this? We did not get shit. I'm not going to bother reading these cards, even though I have never read either of them. They just look bad. They look like bulk rares. Can we get... Ooh. Arid Mesa might be a tick or two. Wouldn't be surprised if that's like a 2-tick card. Arid Mesa is exactly... It's some sort of alt. It's an old frame. It's a 3-tick card. Well, that's more than nothing, so I'll take it. I'll throw that in the trade binder of cards I'm going to sell later, before I forget, because I will forget. It looks nice, yeah, it's a good $3 for me. It does look nice. Okay, anything above 2.5 is good. Yeah, anything above 2.5 is good. Like, that card's not good. Like, that card's, I believe might be money in paper, but, like, definitely not money online, because it's just not played in anything. Like, Commander is not really a thing online, so, like, anything that isn't... Like, Commander cards that would be played in paper that might be money in paper are not played online, so they're just not worth money. I don't want to read this card. It looks shit. Can we open a Kappa, please? Okay. Not Kappa. That card looks expensive and bad. But it's like 20 play points, so like that's a somewhat equal chest, I guess. I don't know. I do need the play points to be opening these chests. That card looks really bad. This is going poorly. And we're not even getting a ton of play points either. Okay, these cards are better. That card's good. And I don't know if this card's money. Let's look up the Lily first, because I think the Besage is money. Lily and Waker of the Dead is a good... Oh, it's actually money. It's this is $4. How much is the Besage? Besage's money? How much money are we talking? We are talking about $29, and that's a $33 chest. $29 and Waker of the Dead. Okay. Besage's. Besage's is money, guys. And Waker... I don't know. Is it gonna come up under Waker? It's just... Yeah. Waker. Okay. Well, we've opened 3 lands worth something. You got March Avatar? I don't follow. Our Avatar is priceless. What are these cards? More shit. Back to getting shit. But I think we've made some good money off these chests now that we got a card that was actually worth money. Okay, we got a chest that had play points worth the value of the chest. Okay, like, those chests were terrible until we opened Besage's and Waker. So, like, we got out of... we got 29 plus 4 is... 33 plus 3, $36 out of 11 times 2.5. Or, I guess, treasure chest is less than 2.5 these days, I think. They're 2.36, so 11 times 2.36. So the chests were worth 26, and I got out whatever I said the number was, 36? No, I made money. Because the chests were, if I sold the chest, they would be 26 ticks, and I got out 29 plus 4 is 33, 36. So I made 10 ticks and some play points. So opening is always correct. Don't quote that. Yeah. Thank you all for watching. It's been a pleasure. This deck is really fun to play for me. I know that a lot of people don't enjoy it, don't enjoy watching it or playing it, but this was fun. I'm sure the Oops Discord is going to love this one. Yeah, the content will be on YouTube. You can check it out afterward if you want to. We'll see how many fucking misplays I made. I always misplay, so... But I actually think I played pretty well today. Like, I might have played a little sloppy the one time I didn't play out the pedal and they surgical did on Delver, but, like... I think it's fine. Like, I think this... We played pretty well. We lost that one match to Delver, but that's about it. Yeah. Thanks to everyone for joining, and thanks for all the questions. Like, seriously, I do get annoyed by, like, all these questions, because I'm, like, a player that just assumes everyone knows shit, but, like, it's not as easy as people would think, and the questions are good because there is newer players that are going to be watching this video, and it's good to answer these questions and kind of get them out of the way, even though I do get slightly annoyed because I'm just like, oh, people should know this. But, like, really, people shouldn't know this. Like, people who don't play the deck or don't play the deck a lot or aren't experienced with this build of the deck or the proper build of the deck might not know why there's reasons for cards, and just asking, Doomsday tomorrow? Fuck no. Absolutely not. I don't play Doomsday anymore on stream. I play terribly with that deck. You can donate for that one. The donation prices are in the bio somewhere. It's considered a competitive deck, so I think it's like, I don't know. I really don't know how much that is on my bio, but like it's a few. It's money. It's money. I'm not playing Doomsday without money, because like leagues, even if we go like, oh, leagues aren't full of Delver. Leagues are full of Delver. We faced Delver more than any other deck in leagues with Oops, and it's not true that Delver isn't in leagues. It's everywhere, and I don't want to sit there losing. Well, I not really know how to play a deck comfortably. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Appreciate everything. I appreciate the happy return and some viewers and some chat. And yeah, peace out, guys.